Hi, this is me from the future. So things didn't really work out as I hoped in this video. So make sure you stick around till the end to see how it all turns out. Things could probably have gone better than it did. So I got a cold shower this morning. Turns out my circuit breaker for the water heater is tripped. Yeah, so I guess I have to fix it somehow. So I pulled out my trusty old 1.5" socket. That's what you need to remove the element from the heater, and my DeWalt drill with some bits just to get the covers off. Down here is where the water comes in from the well, and the pump goes through this line here into some kind of mixing valve, goes into the water heater, heats up, goes back up into that line into the rest of the house. This is the safety valve and a cut on my finger. What the valve does, it releases excess pressure to make sure the tank doesn't explode, basically. Down here is the drain valve and a thermostat. And you have to excuse my very pretty garden hose plumbing skills. But it actually works pretty well, so I'm just gonna pull this hose outside and start draining the tank. First we need to turn off the main water supply so we don't fill up the tank while we're draining it. Let's go ahead and open the drain valve. Yeah, it's dripping a little bit, but yeah, that's fine. We're also gonna open the closest hot water tap to get things flowing. And I made this bucket with a hole in it and a piece of cloth on top, just so we can take a look at what's actually coming out of the water heater. Let's remove the plastic cover and disconnect the heating element with the two little wires. And then we use our 1.5" socket to get it loose, so we can screw it out and pull it out. I actually thought this would be covered in limescale. Here you can see the difference between the old one and the one I just pulled out. The one I just pulled out is actually the first one installed that I cleaned up the last time, so I'm gonna try to do the same thing with the old one I had laying around, see if that still works. There we go, good as new. Oh yeah, I hope it works at least. I made this super advanced tool from a piece of string that I'm going to use for scraping the bottom of the tank to see if I can get some of that limescale loose enough to be flushed out. So let's just put a little bit of lubrication on that O-ring for a watertight seal, and then we can go ahead and clean out those grooves a little bit. And once we're done that, we're just going to go ahead and put everything back together. So let's go ahead and open the main line again and see what we get. I expected a lot more gunk to come out of that tank, but I mean, it's still disgusting, so I'm glad we got rid of it. Just making sure we don't have any leaks, but it looks good. So let's go ahead and put the insulation back and reconnect everything and just turn it back on. And here we are, moment of truth. Yay! It's working. It did work for about 2 hours, and after that it just tripped the breaker again. I mean, it could be me just asking for too much, but I mean, I expect to have hot water at home. I actually went and got a new one of these. It cost me like 95 bucks. This is Norway, so everything is more expensive, I guess. But hopefully this time it's gonna work. Otherwise, the next video you're gonna see on this channel is someone who's very angry and buying a new water heater out of sheer frustration. Oh, maybe that could be a good video, I guess, but I personally don't want to do that. I hope this thing is actually gonna do the trick. Fingers crossed.
did work the second time around. So I guess the moral of this story is, I don't know, if you're cheap, you're gonna get a cold shower. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.